We've got some Bodi or yard bean. You can use string beans, French beans, but I've got it stewing down with some salted cod, coconut milk, all kind of lovely things. Guys, Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Always a pleasure to have you here in the kitchen with me. These are basically the ingredients we'll be using today, but I just wanted to focus a bit on the yard bean or Bodi. Nice and long. It's going to come in the market down in the Caribbean. We usually call it a bundle, a Bodi. Basically what it is a bundle of these long, beautiful beans. And all you would do on the top here, you would just break off the top as well as the bottom ends. This you will toss out in the garbage, and then all you would do is break this up into about 1.5 to 2 inch pieces. Well, you know what, I like 1.5 inch pieces. Give it a good rinse and set it aside for cooking. Got my pot here on a medium-high heat. I've gone in with some olive oil, and right away I'm going to go in with some shredded salted fish. If you're looking for a video on how to prepare the salted fish, in the description below I will have a link for that. But basically all you're going to do when you get the salted fish, and I'm using salted cod here, you would soak it in some cold water, then you would put it in a pot, cover it with water, bring it up to a boil, boil it for about 20 to 25 minutes, and that's just to remove most of that salt from it, because it will be pretty strong. I'm going to turn my heat down to low because I want that to warm through and release those flavors. And besides taking out most of that salt, it would also rehydrate the fish to get it nice and plump. I've added some onion and garlic to the pot, gave it a good stir. Next up, we're going to go in with some scotch bonnet pepper. And again, we want to give that a stir as well, just to waken up that Caribbean sunshine. Now all we need to do is add those trimmed and washed Bodi or yard bean. If you can't get Bodi, you can certainly use any sort of green beans that you like. French beans, string beans, they all go well with this dish. Now you'll notice I'm not adding any salt because of the amount of salted fish we have in here. That amount of salt we have in there will be enough for flavoring this dish. I'm just going to turn up my heat because at this point we want to start bringing up that heat. In goes some water because we need some help to cook this, and we also need some coconut milk. Give that a good stir. We want to make sure all that salted fish gets started sticking at the bottom of the pot. The milk, the coconut milk as well as our water will help sort of deglaze it. The whole idea here now is to bring this up to a boil. Then we're going to put the lid on there and let that simmer for about 25 to 30 minutes or so. It's now come up to a boil, so all we're going to do, put the lid on there, turn the heat down to low, and let that go for about 25 to 30 minutes. It's been going out for about 10 minutes or so. Just wanted to give you guys a quick peek at how it would look. Still got a fair amount of liquid in there. I'm going to give this about another 5-10 minutes or so, and then we're going to remove the lid, turn up the heat, and let all that liquid burn off. This Bodi is cooking faster than it typically does. For some reason or the other, it's a bit more tender. So it's been 20 minutes. I said between 25 and 30 minutes, but it's been 20 minutes since I've been cooking. So all I'm going to do here, I turned up my heat now because I want to burn off that extra liquid, and I'm going to go in with some chopped tomatoes. These are grape tomatoes that I have. You can use any sort of tomato that you want. Bring up that heat and burn off all that liquid. So there we go, guys. All that liquid has burnt off. I'm just going to turn off my heat. Stewed Bodi with saltfish and that lovely coconut milk. Boy, it's going to taste wicked. If you want to make this fully vegetarian, you can certainly leave out that salted cod. Go with, start with just the olive oil, onion, garlic. But do remember to add salt, because remember we didn't add any salt because we have that salted cod in there. Always a pleasure to have you guys here in the kitchen with me. Give this dish a try. You'll love it.